Hello YouTubers, this is the Budget Stacker channel, and today we're going to be talking about tier 1 sovereign coins such as those that you see here today and why they should be part of your stack. At least I think so. And some of the things I've learned about these particular coins and some of the experiences I've had just in recently starting ramping up my stacking efforts. So if you're interested, hang in there because here we go. It is the Budget Stacker again. Today we are going to be just kind of chatting a little bit about sovereigns, sovereign coins. Let me grab a hold of that one there. This being a great example is the US Silver Eagle. It is issued by a sovereign mint, in this case from the United States of America. This is probably one of the more popular highest sold bullion coins in the world, which is great for us. I happen to live in America, but these have gotten a little pricey as of late. I think the mint, if you ask me, is somewhat mismanaged, and the premiums are very high now. But one of the reasons that these sovereign coins from countries have a little more intrinsic value is because in this case, like you'll see, it says $1. Now obviously it costs more than one fiat dollar to purchase something like this. They're anywhere in this 37 to 39, even 40 range lately. Starting to come down a little bit as of the time I'm filming this video, but the premiums are really high on these. But it is one of the most popular sovereign coins in the world. So it makes them very collectible, and when you go to sell them, if you needed to, you could find yourself getting something over spot for these. In fact, probably would, at least right now. But that's one of the reasons that sovereign coins are a little more valuable than your standard just bullion silver round or bars, because they do have that intrinsic value. They're dated, they're issued by a country's mint. So these are what most people are going to call tier 1 sovereigns, and this is the number one. I do have some of those in my collection. I'm not really adding as many as I'd like, though. Another popular sovereign coin is from South Africa. South Africa was the first country in more modern times to start offering bullion. They started with gold bullion. Everybody knows about the gold Krugerrands. This is a Krugerrand. This is silver, though. They started in more recent years to add silver as well. It's not a bad looking coin. I think this is Mr. Kruger, and they have a lovely, I don't know if it's an elk, something, I'm not exactly sure, but nice looking coins. These actually have a pretty good low premium. I've heard they're quite maybe not as easy to sell in America. Maybe in your country they are, but that it is a great bullion coin because the premiums are pretty low. In fact, sometimes even the lowest, so you just watch out for that. But that's makes them a great buy. Another great buy, particularly for us here in America, is our neighbor to the north. Canada has a beautiful maple leaf silver coin. These are really nice 4 nines fine silver. Beautiful design there. Of course, the queen is on many coins. It's on the other side, but just a really nice coin. They used to have a lot of problems with milk spotting, which is these little milky marks that would appear over time as you own them. Sometimes you'd even get them, and you might even have a silver spot right away. But in 2018, they came up with a great technology they call Mint Shield, and from what I've heard, it pretty much has stopped all the milk spotting issues. So if you get a maple leaf, do try to get one that's 2018 or older, and you shouldn't have any problem with that. And that really makes this a superior coin. Now, because of that, while you're not quite paying as much of a premium, a crazy premium on these American Eagles, you're still paying a little bit more of a premium on these. So it's making them a little more pricey to stack. I do pick up one every now and then. They're great coins, and the Milk Shield technology is a great feature. So one of my favorites right now, though, because the premiums are so low and the coin is so beautiful with Lady Britannia here in the storm, and it's got like 4 different security features: the wavy lines in the back, the shield intricacy design, a little symbol down here, a hologram that changes from a lock to a trident as you turn it. That is awesome. And then it's so incredibly hard to read, but if you get a loop, you can see there's some micro engraving on this little rim below the big writing. This has got tremendous security features. Great coin, beautiful coin. Unfortunately, they do not have anything like Mint Shield. And from what I've heard, these are prone to milk spotting. So I've got a couple that were 2020 before they really came out with the new security features, and they might be showing some signs of milk spotting. If they could get rid of that aspect and come up with a similar process to avoid that milk spotting, I think it'd be one of the most popular coins around. But right now, really good deals. Premiums are not the lowest, but they are still quite low, so it makes it a very collectible coin in my mind. Another one that's very popular, and I also consider this a tier 1 country for issuance of silver coins, is the Australian Kangaroo. Not a big fan of the design. Just something about the radial design here that doesn't really impress me that much, and they've tried to do something on the edges here which kind of looks cool, but then you can't even really read the writing as much. This part even more so, but I don't know if they made the writing a little more bold and big. That might be maybe a better design. Of course, it has the Queen on the other side. But these can be really, really low premiums. So this is a really good coin, sovereign coin, tier 1 sovereign coin in my mind, to collect. So I've been adding quite a few of these to the collection just because of the low premium. Still my favorite is Britannia, but these ones are not a bad coin to add. The premiums are very low, sometimes the lowest of sovereigns that I see out there. Probably most routinely the lowest of the sovereigns, though, is the Austrian Philharmonic. It's 1.5 euros denominated. They're not a bad looking coin. It's got a flat mirror finish edge, which I don't particularly, it's unique and it's interesting, but boy, it sure makes them slippery. That's probably the reason that you find ridges on most other coins, because otherwise if you hold it the wrong way, you're going to drop it. These really have some of the lowest premiums of tier 1 sovereign coins out there. So I do try to pick up, I'm going to try and pick up some of these every now and then, just because the price is so reasonable. Probably maybe not as easy for us here in America to sell these with any amount over spot, but still I would still consider it a tier 1 sovereign coin, well known throughout the community. It appears a stacking community. Premium is very low, and nice beautiful silver. So yeah, that's pretty much the sovereigns out there that I traditionally am going to be looking to invest. Now, there are other sovereigns. This is a coin from Tokalu. It is, I'm probably mispronouncing that, so forgive me, those of you on the island nation of Tokelau, but these are smaller, countries. Sometimes you'll find them from Chad, different countries around the world. Maybe not what I'd call tier 1 entities, but maybe tier 2 entities. Not as well known. This is $5 in Tokelau dollars, but it is issued by a sovereign country. They generally were going to contract with the mint. I think these are done by the Perth Mint for them. But they have some interesting coins, and I do collect these, and I'll get into another video about some of the series that I'm looking at lately for these. But I'd probably consider that a tier 2 country denomination on these. These are my tier 1s. Of course, this one, if I could afford it, if they'd ever lower the premiums to a decent level again, would be my number 1 choice. Living here in America. If you live in Canada, it's probably going to be the Canadian maple leaf. If you're in Britain, how could you not love this? Australia, of course, and even Austria. You're going to gravitate towards the coin of your country. It would probably be easier for you to sell, higher premiums paid back to you. If you were to sell, you're never going to get back the same premium you did sell it at. But if I can ever afford to get these again, I will. It's my number 1 of the tier 1 coins, sovereign coins that I have. But any one of these sovereign coins to me, I think is a good deal. And except for the premiums, not necessarily a good deal, but good to have. So if you have any opportunity to get these tier 1 sovereigns, I'd say go for it. Just in my humble novice beginning point of view, and from everything I've seen, they're great to have. Sometimes silver rounds just are so much cheaper. But anyway, hope you liked the video. If you enjoyed it, please do give us a thumbs up. It really does help the YouTube algorithm and encourages us to make more videos like this. Just kind of examining what you can find out there in the silver and gold stacking world. So thank you for watching. You take care and have a great day.